Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss the session 7 under the unit 1. The session name is electrical storage via hydrogen. Before going to this session, I want to recall what we have discussed in the last class. In last class, we have discussed about electrical energy storage through the lead acid battery. What is lead acid battery? Lead acid battery is an electrochemical device which converts electrical energy into chemical energy and chemical energy into electrical energy. In the charged battery, the electricity is stored in the form of chemical energy. And we have also discussed in the last class the construction of the battery and the working of the battery. What is construction of the battery? So it consists basically the container. The container is made by plastic or hard rubber. It has number of compartments. At the bottom of the container, bridges are formed on which plates are going to rest. There are two types of plates, positive plates and negative plates. Positive plates made by hydrogen peroxide, lead peroxide, that is chocolate brown in color. Negative plate made by spongy lead grey in color. Separators made by the insulators. These separators are going to insert between positive plates and negative plates to avoid the short circuit between them. So electrolyte is made by concentrated sulfuric acid and distilled water. It contains about 38% of concentrated sulfuric acid and 62% of distilled water. And cell cover used to seal each cell. Cell covers are having vent plugs. So this is about construction and how it works. When the battery is charged condition, when you apply load to the battery, basically when the charge condition, positive plate contains lead peroxide, negative plates contain spongy lead. So what happens during discharging? During discharging, the electrolyte H2SO4 splits up into hydrogen ions, positively charged hydrogen ions, negatively charged sulfate ions. That hydrogen ions goes towards the anode. It receives the electrons from the anode and the hydrogen ion will become hydrogen atom. Here, negatively charged sulfate ions, it goes towards the cathode. It gives the extra electrons to the cathode. By doing this, there is an inequality between the electrodes. So, hydrogen ions receive the electrons from the anode. Sulfate ions gives the extra electrons to the cathode. This causes an inequality of electrons in between positive plates and negative plates. So that causes the flow of electrons. So the potential difference is formed between electrodes. That causes flow of electrons. What is flow of electrons? Flow of electrons is nothing but it is a current. That causes the current flow. Once it is completely discharged, then positive plates will become lead sulfate. Negative plates also become lead sulfate. And electrolyte will be diluted. The water content will be more in the discharged electrolyte. Once it is discharged, we can again recharge that discharged battery with the help of charger. The charger, once we attach the charger to the discharged battery, again the battery will get charged. Again positive plate will become lead peroxide, negative plate will become lead, and electrolyte will become concentrated sulfuric acid. The water content will become low in the charged battery. This is briefly about lead acid battery. Today we are going to discuss about the session 7. The session 7 name is electrical storage via hydrogen. It is one of the most common electrical energy storage method by producing hydrogen. When there is a off-peak demand of electricity, when there is a off-peak means there will be less demand for the electricity. That time we need to produce the hydrogen. Again, when there will be more demand for electricity, that time we are burning the electricity to produce the we are burning the hydrogen to produce the electricity. So this cycle repeats. So when there is a more demand for the electricity, that time we are burning the hydrogen. When there is a less demand for the electricity, that time we are producing the hydrogen by the electrolysis process. So I want to discuss briefly once again this hydrogen producing process. Hydrogen produced in one way of storing excess electricity. It is one of the storing method of excess electricity. Being stored underground in empty reservoir, again electrical energy can be obtained by hydrogen in several ways. This is an electrolysis process. In electrolysis process, the tank is filled with water and electrolytes such as salt is added to increase the electrical conductivity of the water. So when we add the salt to this water, the conductivity of the water will be increases. Then we are going to supply the current or electricity to this the electrolysis process. When we supply the power, that time what happens? Bubbles of hydrogen gas are collected and stored. It can be stored safely in the gas or liquid form. So in the electrolysis process, when we supply the electricity, that produces the hydrogen bubbles as well as the oxygen bubbles. These hydrogen bubbles are collected and stored safely in the liquid form or gas form. Again, electrical energy can be obtained from hydrogen in several ways. There are so many methods by burning the hydrogen to get the electricity. One of the method is fuel cell. So what is fuel cell? Fuel cell is nothing but it is electricity producing devices. When we supply the hydrogen and oxygen to the fuel cell, it produces the electricity. This fuel cell produces electricity. We are using in automobiles also these fuel cells. So how we are producing the electricity? By burning the hydrogen. So when we burn the hydrogen in the water boiler, that causes the steam. With the help of that steam, we can run the conventional turbine. That turbine will connect it to the generator. Generator produces the electricity. Alternatively, hydrogen can be provided as a fuel gas turbine, which in turn drive the generator. So we have discussed what is fuel cell. We are using hydrogen as an alternative fuel in the automobile and in so many industries, chemical industries. Okay, the efficiency of maximum overall efficiency is about 55 to 65% for recovery of input energy. Recovery means we can get from the 100% of electricity, we can get 55 to 65%. This is the efficiency of the this method. So this is about electrical storage via hydrogen. So to assess our knowledge, what we have learned today, we have to go through the MCQs. multiple choice questions. Each question carries 1 minute. I will give 1 minute time. You can think for 1 minute and you can give the answer. First question is complete systematic equipment setup for electrolysis is known as. First answer electrolytic cell. Second answer electrolytic circuit. Third answer electrolytic current. Fourth answer electrolytic process. Complete systematic equipment setup for the electrolysis is known as electrolytic cell, electrolytic circuit, electrolytic current, electrolytic process. The equipment for electrolysis, what is known as? It is known as the option A, electrolytic cell, in which we can produce the hydrogen and oxygen. Second question, what are the two most common ways to produce hydrogen gas? Electromagnetic and quantum machine mechanics, steam reforming and electrolysis, electrolysis and absorption, thermal reactivity and refraction. What are the two most common methods to produce hydrogen gas? The option C, electrolysis and absorption. Electrolysis and absorption. So the third question is, for electrolysis we use compound which should be insulator, conductor, metalloid, all of them. For electrolysis we use compound which should be, the first answer insulator, conductor, metalloid, all of them. The right answer is conductor. We are not using as an insulator, we are not using metalloid. So second answer is right, conductor. You are using conductor in the electrolysis process. The electrical energy serves to decompose water by electrochemical reaction into its constituents elements. First answer hydrogen and sulfate. Second answer hydrogen and carbon monoxide. Third answer hydrogen and carbon dioxide. Fourth answer hydrogen and oxygen. The electrical energy serves to decompose water by electrochemical reaction into its constituents elements. First answer hydrogen and sulfate. Second answer hydrogen and carbon monoxide. Third answer hydrogen and carbon dioxide. Fourth answer hydrogen and oxygen. Which option is right? The last option D, hydrogen or oxygen. When you supply the electricity, then what happens in the electrolysis? The hydrogen, it forms the hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen bubbles will be formed and oxygen bubbles will be formed. That will be collected in the gaseous form or liquid form. Hydrogen, it can be collected in the gaseous form or liquid form. Fifth question. What are the ions present in water? H and OH, H plus and OH minus, H2 and O2. What are the ions present in the water? H and OH, H plus and OH minus, hydrogen H2 and oxygen O2. So the answer is option B. H plus ions and OH minus ions present in the water. H plus ions and OH minus ions present in the water. Sixth MCQ. Cathode is electrically. First answer positively charged. Second answer negatively charged. Third answer neutral. Fourth answer all of above. Positively charged, negatively charged, neutral, all of above. The answer is cathode is negatively charged in the electrolysis process. Seventh question. The anode is electrically positively charged, negatively charged, neutral, all of above. In the electrolysis process, anode is electrically, first answer positively charged, second answer negatively charged, third answer neutral, fourth answer all of above. The right answer is anode is electrically positively charged in the electrolysis process. Eighth MCQ. Hydrogen can be stored as first answer compressed hydrogen gas, liquid hydrogen gas, both of these A and B. Last answer none of the above. Hydrogen can be stored as compressed hydrogen gas, liquid hydrogen gas, both of these compressed hydrogen gas as well as liquid hydrogen gas, none of the above. Last answer is none of the above. So the correct answer for the 8th MCQ is option C, both of these. It can be stored as in the gaseous form, it can be stored as in the liquid form. The 9th MCQ. The chemical energy in hydrogen can be converted into thermal energy, mechanical energy, electrical energy, all of above. The right answer is all of above, because the electricity will be converted in the chemical form in the hydrogen. The electricity is converted into chemical form in the hydrogen. So chemical energy in hydrogen can be converted into, we can convert it into thermal energy as well as mechanical energy as well as electrical energy. By burning we can get thermal energy, can get mechanical energy, can get electrical energy. The right answer is option D, all of above. 10th MCQ. What are the benefits of hydrogen fuel cell? What are the benefits of hydrogen fuel cell? Higher efficiency than diesel or gas engines, noisier compared to the other cells. Fuel cell can eliminate pollution caused by burning the fossil fuels. For hydrogen fuel cells, the only byproduct point of use is water. The answer is A and C. higher efficiency than diesel and gas type engines. The fuels can eliminate pollution caused by burning the fossil fuels. So both statements are right. Higher efficiency than diesel engines or gas engines, fuel cells can eliminate pollution caused by the burning of fossil fuels. In fuel cells, when we supply the hydrogen and oxygen, it produces electricity. We are using these fuel cells in automobiles also. Okay, with this I conclude the session 7, that is electrical storage via hydrogen. So in next class we will discuss about the session 8, electrical energy storage via electromagnetic induction. Thank you.